Well, as usual, interruptions and snafus and things that don't get done. I did print the model of the plate for the tender, and I have the outline there for the sound system. I'm printing the sound. No, I'm printing another plate right now. That's how the sound system would fit in there. The motor control board would go on the bottom. It would screw right to the base. But I have to think about the hole openings for the wiring to come up. This piece would be on a stand that would reach over and be held down. Then the part that holds these guys here, I printed one just to assemble it and see what it looks like. But then when I had to start adding the mounting pieces so that I could set it down and screw it in place, I got quite a ways into the design, but the more I worked on it, it just started getting more and more complicated. It just took a little longer than I had hoped, but you can see each board would bolt on or screw on to either side. There would be a foot on the back side for stability, and that would screw into the side frame, and then just a little pin that would kind of slide down over to keep it from sliding around, but also it would rest on the edges. So this holds it down, this rests it, and that keeps it square. So that should be pretty straight, and that gives me a minimal kind of a clamping device so that the height stays down well within the 40 millimeters that we have. And it also, as you look forward, gives us quite a bit of space there for the interface chip work, thing we're doing. And the speaker, wherever the speaker went, was laying around here a little while ago. There it is, way over here. So it gives us lots of room for the speaker. As you can see here, if I could stand it up, it would stand up nicely right there. So I'm looking forward to that coming together. I could, if I get the speaker out, I could come out here maybe with a couple of saddles so the speaker could just sort of sit down in there and rest. Put some glue on it, and that would hold it in place. And it wires right back into the soundboard. So wiring for this, or no, here, right? Wiring here will be easy. Boom, right there. This is power, this is the speaker, and this is the trigger for the chuff. Those two wires are going to have to go to the motor, the engine, right? And then on top would be the power regulators for the smoke and all the rest of the systems. The 10 volts would come here and go right down to the sound. That would peel off into like a Y. So you'd have one 10 volt going down, another one going forward for the puff and brake stuff. And then the two that goes with it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs. Yeah, 4 pairs going that way. I think that's it. I don't know what else would have to go on. 4, maybe 5, but so it'd be 8 wires. That's not bad. I've done more. 8. It's a lot. We'll do them. It'll be fine. We'll have shrink tubing and we'll figure it out. We have real flexible wire and all that, so it'll be fine. But I think what we'll have is a pretty doggone nice, because we're going to have a nice big sound. You haven't heard the speaker yet. And we're going to have everything contained. It'll be, I think, cooler. I tried to build one of these, but the test board that I had 2 motor boards, and they were both running hot, and I'm thinking it's a board failure. Not necessarily what I did, although it's possible. I don't know. So I'll talk to Andy and Dan and see what they think. If putting this diode thing, if it's over there, we can look at it. If it's over there, if the diode thing is going to work or not. There it is. I took one of my older designs where we only had one regulator. Get under my new light. How do you like that? And I put them in and soldered them up, and so I had them connected. The inputs come to the center, the outputs go to the sides, and positive and negative, and then those would go to the buck boost and the motor controller and all that. And this did not get warm at all, but this guy got hot. The first one got hot over here, and I noticed there was a crack in the chip. So the chip had failed already. I can't say I saw anything here, but you never know. Most of these boards that are laying around have been here, and I've burned them up somehow. Where, don't know where, but oh, my light's off. There we go. I can't tell if that's a flaw down there or not. All right, well, we'll work on it, see what we can do with that. I had hope, but I'm not gonna bet the farm on it right now. Okay, this works great for this device here, this interface piece. It works great for the lower voltages, just going to the puff and brake. Boy, the puff and brake work great. Saw the video again, it's really looking good. So I'll get these parts printed up. That's the second version of the plate for the tender. I'll get those other adapters printed up in the morning, and we will continue. So I think tomorrow will be building. Today was a little more of a design and getting organized and getting some things back together. I think it's gonna be a good. I think it's gonna be a good thing. It's gonna be nice and compact. It's not gonna be fat, but you know, every time I build something, I learn another trick. You don't need over beef. You need some beef, but you don't need over beef. You know what I mean? Okay, gang, that's the update. We'll get there. Don't worry, Leon. We're working it. I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to be pretty exciting. Okay, later, gang.